Hello. How's it going? My name is August Plevich, and I'm here with Energy Efficient Structures, here to show you the greatest, brand and the greatest change in what we see in structural homes since probably the past 20 years. So essentially, when you see your home, most homes are currently being built in most, commercial places, warehouses, grocery stores, commercial buildings are being made out of concrete, metal, and wood. So these are buildings that, when they're being insulated, the insulation levels are not great. And, this leads to some trouble. This leads to high HVAC costs. So heating and cooling your home is going to be very pricey. And especially for people like us who live in Central Florida, where it gets to be up to 98 degrees with humidity, insulating your home is a very big deal. And the benefits of that, a good home with good insulation, you can see, it really made me want to pursue this brand idea and really change, not only because of the saving the cost that it'll save, but also because it will save so much energy and so much production, and overall just be such a great thing for the environment. So now, basically, my interest came from this because I've been working in the construction field with my parents for about, I want to say, they started since I was 6 years old, so it's been almost 14 years. So I've learned that, with the right insulation and, the right people to install this insulation, we can make HVAC energy consumption almost cut in half. I've seen products that have came out where, essentially they've been able to cut insulation, or they've been able to, build homes and insulate homes so well that you wouldn't even have to you would be amazed by the cost savings that you could have. My problem story, obviously, we're talking about cutting HVAC, heating and cooling costs, and basically residential and commercial buildings will drastically reduce coal consumption and carbon emissions. So again, you're saving money, but you're also saving the environment. And basically, we can promote a more efficient use of heating and cooling of buildings. I think this is truly amazing. I think, so my competitors, currently the greatest competitors, it's a company called Logix. They make this stuff called ICF, which is insulated concrete foam blocks. Basically, these things look like Lego blocks, and you build your house essentially out of Lego blocks. As you can see here, it's styrofoam here, styrofoam on one end, plastic in the middle, a piece of rebar will run through there, and then eventually they fill it in with concrete. So basically my idea is to do this, but there's your $5 cooler that you buy, that you can buy at any 7-Eleven gas station, where basically it's just a foam cooler. Well, my idea is to take this Yeti material and add an extra layer of insulation that will even further reduce energy consumption. Basically, my customers, I would specifically like to target my customers towards Walmart, Target, Kroger, Publix. These companies are paying outrageous prices for HVAC costs because these buildings are so large, and they're currently being built out of materials that are just not good insulators. And I think bigger companies like this really could see the most benefit, and we could see a great benefit for the environment with just the reduction in energy consumption that basically my product would be able to give. Also, I mean, the secondary market would definitely be the residential housing market. I mean, if everybody's home was built out of walls that were made out of like a Yeti cooler material, I could not imagine how much more efficient our environment would be if, I guess, the government mandated us to from now on start building our houses out of Yeti blocks. So again, my solution is the Yeti ICF block, which has a hard polymer outside, so just like a Yeti cooler, foam inside layer like your ICF, and then again, concrete and steel rebar to provide structure so that your home can withstand any sort of hurricane, tornado, anything that you can see. Your home will be able to survive this. This polymer, I think really adds an extra outside layer to provide greater insulation and protection against extreme weather conditions than, just regular styrofoam ICF. And just the overall value, while being more energy efficient and only slightly more expensive than ICF and concrete structures, you're going to have greater protection against outrageous HVAC costs, especially during times where there's inclement weather, like, I guess, let's say, again, summer in Orlando, winter in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where it's, sub 20 degrees, negative 20 degrees. If you can keep your home hot and not have to keep it running because it's just getting out, that hot air is getting out of your home, you would be amazed at how much money that on an individual level you could save, and how much money businesses could save on a level when they're paying less money in utility and HVAC costs. And this benefits all businesses and people who live in, inclement climates, and I think this adds value to almost every state in America, because every state is going to be faced with some sort of inclement weather during its own unique inclement weather during the year at some point. So with that, I'd like to thank you, and again, please vote for me with Yeti ICF block. I think you'd be really amazed with the potential that it has. Thank you.